are all very short songs. They're old tunes.
So we can't remember anything long.
I don't know how the Grateful Dead does it.
Oh, I do.
2 minutes.
Gee, it's 2 minutes then, Cal.
Are you?
You have water, Reese? Be part of the show where I go. You're like,
I watched Wanda Jackson do that once. I watched Wanda Jackson do that. She took about a water.
Y'all know how to do this.
Yeah. Woohoo! Yep, 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 yep.
30 seconds.
30 seconds.
That was a warm-up, guys.
Josh, you want me to stay over out shot or? Yeah. Okay.
You look like you could be in the band now.
Mm-hmm.
Put a hat on.
10 seconds. Are you done yet? 5, 4, 3.
Live from Raleigh, North Carolina, you've got your radio tuned to Radio Bristol. We're hanging out down here with all the Radio Bristol crew at the IBMA World of Bluegrass, checking out the bluegrass bands and everything in between that's represented in the great diverse lineup that they've got here. I'm your host, Nathan Sykes, sitting in here, filling in for Chris Trulson while he's out and about doing his thing, but we'll hold it together without him, and he'll be back real soon, and we've got a great band lined up for you now. They're no strangers to anyone who's a regular listener to Radio Bristol, all the way from Nashville, Tennessee. They blew in off the old dusty trail. Make welcome the Farmer and Adele.
1, 2, 3. Howdy, friends. We're the Farmer and Adele. Can I get a yip? Yip. Can I get a yah? Yeah. And a yee-hoo. Oh, I think they're ready for some cowpoke western swing.
Sure sounds like it.
I'm back in the saddle again, out where a friend is a friend, where the longhorn cattle feed on the lonely gypsum weed. Back in the saddle again, riding the range once more, toting my old 44, where you sleep out every night and the only law is right. Back in the saddle again, whoopie-tie-I-yo, rocking to and fro. Back in the saddle again, whoopie-tie-I-yay, I go my way. Back in the saddle again. Yip, yip, yip. hands up real high for that last note. Thank you. Thank you.
Farmer
Please.
Keenan yodeling his way to the top. Folks, we all know why you're here this beautiful afternoon here in Raleigh, North Carolina for
IBMA?
Bristol. They're here for IBMA and for the Bristol radio program as well.
Radio Bristol.
We also know the other reason you're here is that the Farmer and Adele have a hit single.
A hit single.
We're from a little town out west they call Nashville, Tennessee. And we sat down and had what's called a music business meeting.
Music business meeting.
And we sat down with music business people.
These are industry terms, folks.
And the music business people said, Farmer and Adele, you need to have a hit single.
A hit single.
So we looked at each other and decided it would be
The Saddle Up Song.
This song is off the charts.
Completely.
The Saddle Up Song's going to take us out west. And what sounds would we hear out west? Well, I hear horses trotting along, tumbling tumbleweeds, and coyotes off in the distance.
That's some tired coyotes off in the distance.
They're a
Adele.
little bashful. Coyotes off in the distance.
2, 3, whoa.
Saddle up behind me. We could go trotting along. Saddle up behind me. Soon we'll be long gone.
Long gone.
Out of sight together as we gaze at the stars up above. We could keep on rolling steady, easy going, singing our saddle up song. Oh, hand in hand together, we could go out on a stroll. Head 'em up, get moving. Night skies ours to hold. Hold 'em high. You've stolen this wandering heart of mine.
Well, I could be your huckleberry.
I could be yours to marry, singing our saddle up song. Oh, go into the wide open sky, just you and I, singing our saddle up song. Saddle up, get cozy as we gaze at the stars up above. We could keep on rolling steady, easy going, singing our saddle up song.
Go into the wide open sky. Just you and I.
Singing our saddle up song, song.
Right now in downtown Raleigh, North Carolina, you can hear the sounds of the tumbling tumbleweeds as they go rolling on by. If you listen in real closely, you can even hear Nathan Sykes DJing across the nation. And coyotes off in the distance. There's some good coyotes, right, Adele?
Saddle up, get cozy as we gaze at the stars up above. We could keep on rolling steady, easy going, singing our saddle up song. Oh, we could keep on rolling steady, easy going, singing our saddle up song.
Oh, that's right. That's our good Radio Bristol Saddle Pals, the Farmer and Adele. How's it going, guys?
Oh, really good, Nathan Sykes. How are you doing?
I am wonderful, having a big time here at the World of Bluegrass.
We sure are.
I bet everybody here is having a big time here at the IBMA. How about it for the IBMA? Yeah.
All right, so all our Radio Bristol listeners, I'm sure, are well acquainted with the Farmer and Adele now. You've been with us several times. You've been on our Farm and Fun Time program. I think the first time we ever worked with you was here a couple years ago. And it's one of the things that's always interesting to me, and I'd like to get your take on this, is we're here at the World of Bluegrass, but we're not exactly playing bluegrass music. We're playing cowboy music. So talk about that and how that fits in.
Well, we're just as surprised, Nathan. And, well, ladies and gentlemen, a very long time ago, Bill Monroe played on WLS out of Chicago, Illinois, the old barn dance program, and he happened to have a band backing him known as the Prairie Ramblers, who were a great old-time string band, but also went on to back the great Patsy Montana as well, who had the big hit, I Want to Be a Cowboy's Sweetheart. So technically, you might even say that Bill Monroe was backed at one point by a cowboy band.
That's right, and they were always wearing the cowboy hats. The Western music is very much so a part of the diverse roots of bluegrass music, without a shadow of a doubt there. So, guys, let's talk about it. We've not seen you all for a while, so what have you been up to out on the Dusty Trail?
Out on the Dusty Trail, we've been writing new songs, and we've been recording. We've been recording direct to vinyl recently, direct to disc, and that was sure a mighty fine time at a studio where they set up these beautiful old microphones, and we gathered around like you would a campfire and recorded a new record that we should have out soon. And what else have we been doing? Well, we got a radio program on WSM.
We wanted to be like Radio Bristol.
We really did, and so we put a cowboy, cowgirl, western swing radio program out. It's highlighting music from the 30s all the way to today, and
Ladies and gentlemen, there's still cowboys and cowgirls out there in the world today, and we think that's
it or
mighty
not,
special,
we do
don't
think
you?
That's special.
Yeah.
Yes. So you can hear anything from rare recordings by Homer and Jethro's wives. They had a cowboy or cowgirl. They had a cowgirl band.
Cowboy, cowgirl band.
Yeah. And you can hear anything from the Johnson twins to Gene Autry. You can hear Patsy Montana on there. You can hear the Farmer and Adele. You can also hear Sleep at the Wheel and all kinds of great episodes themed in different categories.
Absolutely, Grace Adele. You can hear our great saddle pal, Kristen Harris, who's yodeling her way to the top on American Idol right now.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. Taking yodeling to the whole next level. Biggest audience you could take it to. So congratulations on all of that. We look forward to the new record, and congratulations. That's a big deal to be on WSM, you know, the home of the Grand Ole Opry. Such a storied place for country music history. So for the folks who are listening in at home who might not already know everything about you, where can they find out more online?
Well, you can find us online worldwide on the internet at
www.everybodylovesthefarmerandadele.com.
Say it with me. It just rolls right off of your tongue on the count of three. www.everybodylovesthefarmerandadele.com.
Oh, that's some wonderful branding, and it's the absolute truth. We all love the Farmer and Adele, so let's make them welcome for a couple more tunes.
Singing that cowboy song.
He's just too much. He's got a nog out western accent with a dicky touch. He was raised on he's what you call a swinging hard thing, singing that cow boogie in the strangest way. A coming to ya, coming to you, bitty,
now get along. Get hip, little doggy, get along. You better be on your way, now get along. Get hip, little doggy, I trucked him on down that old
fairway,
fairway.
singing that cow boogie in the strangest way. I come to yi-yi-yi, come to yippity-yi-yi, come to yi-yi-yi, come to yippity-yi-yi, come to yi-yi-yi, come to yippity-yi-yi.
That's right, radio listeners. You did not just turn your radio down. That was a real life fade brought to you by Real Life Music and The Farmer and Adele. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to take you back a little bit to the era of ragtime music because ragtime music is coming back in a big way.
In a big way.
And we wanted a chance to release this song before it got released to mainstream radio. I think Casey Musgraves is coming out with an all ragtime music CD next year, Grace Adele. Or did we give him too much info?
Well, that might be too much information, but we're just awfully glad that we got to this song before anyone else did. We'll just say that. So straight out of 1912, here's Ragtime Cowboy Joe.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Out in Arizona where the bad men are, the only thing to guide you is an evening star. The roughest and that toughest man by far is Ragtime Cowboy Joe. Makes living singing to the cows and sheep. Every night they say since I heard to sleep. In a bass so rich and deep, crooning soft and low. He always sings ragged music to the cattle as he swings. Back and forward in the saddle on a horse that is syncopated, gated, and it's such funny meter to the roar. Busy Peter, how they run when they hear the bells come because the western folks all know. We use a highfalutin room tune, son of a gun from Arizona, Ragtime Cowboy Joe.
Every Sunday evening he's going in clothes, leads to the village everywhere he goes. He never look out in that town shows, 'cause he's a ragtime bear. When he starts dancing on the dance hall floor, no but a lunatic would start a war. Boss didn't know his 44, and they make him dance for fair.
He always swings ragged music to the cattle as it swings. Back and forward in the saddle on a horse that is syncopated, gated, and it's such a funny meter to the roar. Busy Peter, how they run when they hear the bells come because the western folks all know. We use the highfalutin root tune, son of a gun from Arizona, Ragtime Cowboy Joe. He always sings and swings on a horse and it's such a funny meter to the roar. Busy Peter, how they run from his gun. With a highfalutin root tune, son of a gun from Arizona, Ragtime Cowboy. Ragtime Cowboy.
Oh, that's the Farmer and Adele right here on Radio Bristol. Our good old pals, the Farmer and Adele. Be sure to check them out online at everybodylovesthefarmerandadele.com. Hey, speaking... .com, that's right. So speaking of people that everybody loves, we got Bill and the Bells coming up here in just a very few seconds. So stay tuned right here on Radio Bristol, and we'll see you then.